Oops. Here's the situation. This is our Preventor attached to our stand chain plates. But I noticed this épissure, forgot the word in English, but the French is épissure, is coming undone. This one is good. So before we left La Grande Motte, I bought another one. So that's today's project, beside flying the Spinnaker. And looking at the cloud over there, there's a big gray cloud and a rainbow. So looks like we're going to have to manage this with the A2 we're flying. So in between that, the idea is to do this new piece, and so we can swap it before it breaks on us.
Okay, you called it. Preventor flew off.
Well, did, but been busy all afternoon, and so I don't have a spare one yet.
All together.
Welcome to our All Together Passage series, a daily vlog taking you with us on our maiden voyage from France to Miami. We're on leg 2 to the Caribbean. Let's do this.
You take your line and you go back on itself, and then you basically go round and round, however many times, half the time.
Okay.
And then you go back through all those holes. And then pull it tight.
So I'm on watch, and it's been about an hour, and so far so good. We have the full main and the Genoa up. We're flirting with 20 knots of wind, and so we're thinking about putting up the asymmetrical and thinking about not putting up the asymmetrical. And this is always the dilemma, because it's nighttime. The wind will look like it's trending up, and then it will sort of come back down again. Like now it says 15, 14, when right before I turned the camera on it was like 19, 20. So it's borderline, and it's nighttime. And this is how it is, making decisions at night about what to do with the sails. We turned the engines on a little bit. We're charging our battery. We had to use the blow dryer for the epoxy, and it's been overcast, and we haven't been able to kind of catch up. And cooking dinner and that kind of thing. We have the fridge, the freezers running, and we got down to about 28% on our lithiums. So we just decided to charge for a little bit, maybe a couple hours. So that's what happens on night watch. We also do a little log in our logbook, do some squats, but no more working out with the band, because that's now part of the boat.
So during my night watch, I'm working on the new Preventor, because the other one side broke, which I was expecting, but we were busy sailing yesterday and we didn't have time to work on the new one. So we put a temporary one, and now I'm worked on one side of our new Preventor, and I need to finish the other side before Nikki and Stephane come and watch, so we can swap them. And the wind has been dying, so we're probably going to read the A2.
Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning boat time, and I just got done cleaning. I've got one more hour in my watch. Everybody's asleep. We put the code 65 up last night, and we're flying that. And the wind's about 16 knots, and we're going about 9 or 10 knots on the code 65. It's really a nice morning. also probably worth mentioning that I'm feeling a little, maybe I have a cold or something. Had a scratchy throat a couple days ago. My nose is running. I'm sure it's just a cold. That's really the annoying thing, is just my nose is running. So let everybody know it's hard when you live in tight quarters, because if you get sick, chances are someone else will get sick, but shouldn't be bad. Eating a lot of oranges. Really cool rainbow. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. I don't know.
girls doing?
We're we're starting up a salon AWEN.
Oh. It's pretty.
Take my nail polish off.
Okay, we'll publish this on the internet. Maybe some customers will show up.
We tell them our Latin long so they know where to go.
Yeah.
And what are our opening hours? What do you think?
Oh, you know, just from
Like 3 till 6, and then we have a 6-hour break.
Okay, but I'm not sure they will like getting their fingers pinched like that.
oh no, this is a true salon. Don't you worry.
Oh, it's legit?
Stephane, you haven't spent much time in the salon.
Yeah, don't worry, you're next.
Not lately. What are you up to?
Making tacos.
Tacos.
Tacos always make everybody feel better. Although it's a beautiful day, probably the only people that feel bad are me. So, I don't know. Got a little congestion and maybe a head cold. So, yeah, but I'm making tacos and guacamole.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, should be good.
And then we have sun.
Yes.
So we're making electricity, charging our batteries. We need that. We made some water. 100%, saving 1 tank, and we have about 60+% on the other one. Moving along under A2. Segolene taking a little snooze. Mickey's enjoying some sun, vitamin D, and we have our big A2. Awesome sails, loving it. Good for lighter, good for windy days too. The full main. This is the best day so far.
Okay, pro tip. You can never have enough tortilla chips on board, right?
100%.
Yeah. So stock up.
We had questions on our Preventor, so let me first describe the Preventor. We attach it to the chain plate of the boat, one of the strongest part of the boat, animal loop, shackle. We have this block and tackle, I think it's 10mm line, Harken is 60. Then we have this 3 braided line. We add in between this dongle for shock absorption. And then we attach directly to the end of the boom with another Dyneema line loop. So that's the description of it. Why do we use this? You might not see the sea state, but the boat is always doing kind of a little motion, especially the last few days, because the sea state is quite confused. So in order to prevent from the boom to pump too much, which creates some sounds going up and down, I mean back and forth like this. So the Preventor prevents that. Another thing that it does, because of our traveler stopping over there, but we extend the boom up all the way here to get maximum sail area for downwind sailing. The issue being that as soon as you ease the main sheet, the boom goes up, the main gets twisted, so it depowers the main and it touches the shrouds. So by using the Preventor, we can adjust the trim by basically pulling down and adjusting the trim of the mainsail, and making sure, if we're looking up here, we have our shrouds, and we want to make sure the shrouds, the main doesn't touch the shrouds as it's pumping in order to not create chafe. One last thing, when we don't use the Preventor, it leaves right under the boom. It has another attachment point over there. So it's quite practical. One drawback is every time we have to do a jibe, so we have to unhook the Preventor. We have a quick shackle here, hook it to the base of the boom, jibe, and put it back. It works. Maybe there is a better system. Maybe it's going to be a 2 Preventor system. If you have suggestions, feel free to write any comments. So for those who watch the episodes on leg 1, will remember that one morning when it was very humid and the A2 was very wet and heavy, and then it became lighter and the kite basically came down in front of the cleat and got a little puncture and a little tear. So what we did, we bought those cleat boots, I think it's called. So it's just an elastic with the shape of the cleat. So it works pretty good on a regular flat surface, but because of the bow and the shape, it goes a little further down. So for now, I just put a couple lines under, so to keep the edge, so the kite doesn't catch it, but also to make sure this also is soft. So that's our current solution to prevent that. I mean, we don't expect to hopefully hit the cleats again, but if it does, then we have this protection, and in the future I'll need to figure out how to do a little platform here, so that's easy to take in and out, and then we don't have to worry about it. And if you have more questions about what you see in the videos about the boat, please do so, and then we can answer them in the next video.
We're a human sewing machine.
It takes two people. Look at that coordination.
Yeah,
Very
dream team.
impressive.
We're making a little baby jackstay, so we just trimmed some webbing and we're sewing it up so that we can then, we're making a little extra clip-on point, because the official jackstay that runs down the side of the boat is there isn't any way to get to it while being clipped on. So you kind of have to hang over the edge of the boat in this kind of precarious way, which sort of feels like it defeats the point of the jackstay. So this is going to make a safe path to that from the cockpit.
It's really beautiful out here. It's really blue water. There's low clouds in the sky. The sun is shining. It's starting to get warm. The swell is beautiful. It's a nice motion. There's no real wind waves. The A2 is up, the boat is happy, and we're not going super fast, nothing crazy, but this boat's moving quite nicely. How many knots do you think we're going?
I don't know.
Let's check it out. So we've got this big screen. There's a little bit of glare, but it shows all of our boat data in one place.
Oh yeah, this is a good spot.